Hello travelers, I'm Timothy French and we're in Newport, North Carolina to continue on our quest to visit every town center in the state. So let's get started looking at the beautiful American flag and the town of Newport water tower there. Sitting in this beautiful park they have here for the kids to play in. Yes, it sits right beside the town hall and the public library. But it looks like all this has been built out of the town center to me. So we're going to get in old Rev, take a ride down to Main Street and see what it looks like. Let's pull on out of here. Take a look at this town. The town hall and library's on the left there. I think I got all the bugs off the windshield. I guess y'all can tell me when you look at it on a big 80-inch TV screen in 4K. Passing Kirby Street now, and this is Howard Street. So I believe the original town is down here. There's an old empty hardware store down here, and there's Main Street down here as well. Here the town was incorporated or chartered in 1866. Also known as earlier days as Shepherdville and Bell's Corner. There's the fire department on the right. The name can be traced back. They got a couple of theories on the name. One was that they wanted to distinguish themselves from the old Beaufort, which had the old port, and they were going to be the Newport, coming up the Newport River. All right, let's take a ride right here. Right on the right is on the railroad tracks. Makes more sense that the town would have been down here, and there's an old hardware store that is no longer in existence, and that's a shame. Can't stop right here, but there it is. C.M. Hill Hardware, 19-something. Let's go on down straight ahead here. It looks like it was an old gas station. I'm looking for Main Street. Looking for Main Street. I think it's right. Somebody already passed it. Let me switch back to my other map. How that guy does his work. Oh, we're coming up on it. We're coming up on it. Turn left here on Main Street. Which is basically a bunch of houses now and a dead end that way. Let's stop here and let the truck go by. It's a four-way, I guess. All right. There's a Civil War thing right there. This town is full of Civil War history. No doubt, in Revolutionary War history as well, too. Yeah. They used that river, the Newport River, to haul turpentine and other naval stores. There's a thrift shop on the... Oh, they got a speed bump here. What's going on here? James Methodist Church. Over to the parking lot, I guess. We're going up on Orange now. So that was Main Street. So I guess maybe at one time there's a lot more stores there and stuff like that. Looks like school's out. See some buses, so we got to be careful. Be slow through here. But you can see the houses are nice through here. It's a nice place to live. Yeah, that railroad was the Atlantic and North Carolina Railroad. Came from Goldsboro through Newport on out to Beaufort back in the day, and I guess still does. Yeah. Going out this road here, up into town again. It's the location of a big Union camp at one time during the Civil War. During the Civil War. Let's see, yeah, strategic fort. Union forces were in this area. So if you're into history, you might want to come on down here. I saw to the right there was some kind of Civil War park. We'll look at it and we'll take a ride right here. It's kind of, but this to me was probably where that hardware store was there since 1938, and then you got this intersection with the train tracks, and then some buildings to the right down here. And I'm gonna go on. I feel like this was it. I'm gonna go on down to these buildings down here. See what it looks like. Yeah, that Newport River was a big the way they transported stuff all the way down to Beaufort. all the way out to the Atlantic back in the day, and then they got that railroad. They could haul stuff back and forth. Oh, they were big time. Big time. Guy cutting his weed eating. A little weed eating. Eating or eating if you're from the South. Here's that Civil War memorial right here. You can see a little bit of it. Let me pull in here a minute. This is the Historical Museum. They got a parlor talk here first Thursday of each month. I bet that's cool. So that's something to come into. Looks like it's all closed down right now. That looks like an awesome place to learn about the Civil War. Got a lot of little structures there and everything. I guess you can go in it anytime. I don't know. I'm not going to get out on. I don't know. We might as well get out. Let's do it. Let's do it down right up there. Just take a quick look. So they got a sign that said Shepherdsville right here on it. I guess this might have been what Shepherdsville looked like one time or another. Population 30. 1/4 mile. Maybe that means the size of it. No. Battle of Newport Barracks. That's the Union Barracks I was talking about. It's hard for me to see my notes driving down the road, but that's it. And I guess this is a little mini barracks to give you an idea. It's not full size, of course. So here it is. Welcome to the park, the Battle of Newport Barracks, Civil War Memorial Park. You can come here and walk all around this park. I'm sure they got information for you to take with you as you do it and tell you all about it. Yeah. We're not going to do all that today, but we'll give you an idea. We'll give you a little taste. Guess you can put some money in there, make contributions. Welcome. Follow path. I guess you're supposed to start right there and go through. We're not going to do that. I don't think we can go through today. It's locked. That's cool. So that may, Cannon will be in behind those earthworks there. And there's wagons over there, the guns and all. I'm not sure. Can you just walk out here? I don't see a real path for it. Unless, maybe this is the path, I guess. Yeah, the walking off is the path. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. Uh-oh, somebody's inside over here. Let's see what's going on over here. Is that an old telegraph maybe? Oh, Captain D. Lewis is right there in the command center. Look at that. Got a picture of it. Talks about their food and how they cooked and everything. This is nice. Somebody's in there. DJ's in here. Barracks. Yeah, got bunk beds in there. Officers mess hall right here. Got a little fireplace. Well, pictures all along the way. That's awesome. I didn't think I was going to stay in here this long, but I think I am because I'm interested. I'm just going to show you some of these pictures. My family right there. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. This is cool. Clothes. I guess that's a blacksmith shop right there. And everything's got a nice sign telling about it. Sanitation facility. I guess it's an outhouse. Let's look. Yep. Old outhouse. Little area, I'll tell you that. Here's how they cook. There's their pot. Make sure my camera's right level. Old train going down the track, working on that. A wagon tells you all about that. Supply wagon, that's what they look like. pulled by horses, quartermasters, checkouts right there. You can see all the horses pulling that cannon. I bet that was hard on them horses. Look at them all lined up down there. Got some graves right there. The Newport River was a big deal, like we said earlier. And the railroad track was too. There's some more pictures there. If you're in the Civil War, this is definitely a must-do, I think. Stars and Stripes, the Great Seal of the United States. We don't have one up there right now because it's closed, I guess. Here's stacked, a mock-up of 1885 U.S. Army muskets, cap-locked muskets. That's how they would do it right there. I guess that's a reenactment at the bottom, on the bottom picture, and that's the actual picture on the top. The two-man tent, I guess it's not here right now, but I guess they show different things at different times. A live oak tree right here. More muskets. More information. Confederate flag right there. There's Charleston Harbor and all that. There's the horses that made it all happen. Man, things the horses went through just in normal day life, and I can't imagine in a battle with all the bloodshed of that. I don't know how they kept control. There's a little barn. Hope I ain't swinging y'all around too much. It's got stuff on both sides. Carteret County's involvement in the Civil War, so they got the whole deal there. There's old Burnside. You can see why it's called Burnside. And this is a limber tow car and ammunition box for 6-pounder cannon. Wow, I've never seen one of those. That is it. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick little tour, guys. A lot of Civil War history in all these towns in this area, so make sure you come on out and visit the parks and other sites and spend a little money in their town centers while you're here. There's a look back at the park in Old Rev. Here's their Linden Library here, and they got Rotary and the Blue Bench there, the house. We're on Chatham and Haskett Street right now. Got a little stretch of businesses that's up this way, so I figured I'd walk up here and show you some of them. Shortwave Brewing, Stable Grounds Coffee, Bread and Barley, and Karate Shop. Little strip mall type, newer buildings. Looks like maybe an old one up there on the end. The elementary school's on the left. Yeah, I imagine all the old buildings are long gone. Yeah, the hardware store is probably one of the last ones still standing. Newport Elementary to live here. There's where your little kids are going to go to school. There's some oil changes up there, it looks like. Motor company. An upholstery place. That's good. Ladies Touch Upholstery. 9 to 4 p.m. And finally, we're going to stop right here, I think. I think we got a pretty good look at it. This cool little building here called Cox Family Ice Cream. They're open right now. Check them out, folks. Cox County Ice Cream. I hope you enjoyed this walk and talk tour of Newport, North Carolina. If you did, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care.